Hello viewers, welcome back to Bauer English. Today we are going to discuss the main ideas of our last topic of the idea builders. Our today's topic is abstract idea. Surely these ideas will give you a very good insight into the topic. To have clear idea about the topic, please watch the video to the end. Pause the video and jot down the key ideas if it is required. Let's get started. Today we will discuss the key points related with our last topic of the series, that is abstract ideas. It is the 22nd topic of our idea builder. Under this main topic we will discuss some subtopics. Our subtopics are happiness, money and happiness, success, nature versus nurture, famous people's involvement in international aid, and competition versus cooperation. At the very beginning, we will look at first subtopic of the day. Our first subtopic is happiness. Defining happiness is one of the most difficult jobs. Let's have some definition of happiness. The definition of happiness may vary from person to person. Happiness is related to economic success. Happiness is related to one's knowledge. Happiness is related to one's experience. Happiness is also related to one's work. Happiness is related to one's family. Happiness is related to one's attitude to life. Happiness is related to one's personal development. Happiness is related to one's social status. Happiness is a state, not a trait. And at the end we can tell that happiness is equated with feeling pleasure and contentment. So these are the some definitions of happiness. Now we will look at some factors contributing to happiness. At the very beginning, we can state that happiness is hard to measure as it is subjective and depends on person's mentality. Ability to keep positive perspective in life is an essential factor in achieving happiness. Being in good health, loving relationships, and peaceful environments all contribute to our happiness. Elements that can affect happiness include philosophical view of life, worldview, and type of personality. Some states of mind associated with happiness are the feeling of success, delight, and safety. To lead a happy life, we should do what you like and what we do. And we can tell that happiness means different things to different people. It can be described as a feeling of pleasure or enjoyment. People enjoy spending time with family and friends. Hobbies, sports, and games can be a source of fun and enjoyment. Some people see money as a source of happiness. Other people define happiness as something deeper. In order to be truly happy, it is necessary to live a good life. We need to feel that we are doing something useful with our lives. Some people get a sense of achievement from their work. Others find happiness in bringing up their children. At the end we can tell that religion or a sense of purpose can also be a source of happiness. So these are the related factors related with happiness. Now we will look at importance of happiness. At the very beginning, we can state that happy people are more successful in multiple life domains. Happy people can get sick less often and experience fewer symptoms when they do get sick. Happy people engage in deeper and more meaningful conversation. Happy people smile more, which is beneficial to our health. Happy people are happy with what they have rather than being jealous of others. Happy people are healthier all round and more likely to be healthy in the future. These people have more friends and a better support system. They donate more to charity. Happy people are more helpful and more likely to volunteer, which also our happier makes us happier. Happy people have an easier time navigation through life since optimism eases pain, sadness, and grief. Happy people have a positive influence on others and encourage them to seek happiness as well. Happy people live longer than those who are not as happy. And at the end, we can tell that happy people are more productive and more creative. Now, we'll move to our next subtopic of the day. Our next subtopic is money and happiness. Some people think that money can buy happiness. They have got some arguments. Their arguments are as follows. We can have better medical care if we have money. If we have money, we can provide for our family. We can lead a healthier life if we have money. We can afford better education if we have money. We don't have to have financial stress if we have got enough money. We can move on better if we have got money. We can easily spend money on others. We can travel across the money if we can afford. We are not to be worried about any form of debts. We can enjoy life to the fullest. Money helps to strengthen our bonds with family and friends. We can get luxurious items if we have got money. If we have money, we can have freedom to change career. We can lead a safer life if we have money. There is always an emergency fund, those who have got money. Money gives us more time. And at the end, we can tell that we can buy what we like. For this reason, some people believe that money can buy happiness. But there are some other people who think that money can't buy happiness. They have got some arguments. Their arguments are like this. Money will never be enough. Money doesn't get you true friends. Money doesn't ensure a blissful relationship. It cannot strengthen family ties. Buying something gives us pleasure, but happiness is a bit different from pleasure. Money is a temporary wealth which on any span of time may disappear. Rich people are not happier in comparison to poor. It doesn't buy you good times. Buying too many material goods can make us unhappy. People may become obsessed with making money that you don't have time to actually use it. Giving into instant gratification can result in instant unhappiness. We can buy certain commodities through it, but real happiness comes from inside. We can buy something which can give us temporary happiness. Rich people, due to having a lot of wealth, becomes insecure about their wealth and life. Money cannot buy time. Money doesn't buy kindness. And at the end, we can tell that money can't get you the peace of mind. So these are the reasons for what people believe that money can't buy happiness. Now we will move to our next subtopic. Our next subtopic of the day is success. Success is also a quite relative matter. It has got many definitions. At first, look at some of them. The concept of success is very relative and can be defined from various perspectives. Success is setting and achieving one's personal goals. True peace of mind is related with success. Having a good family life is defined as success. A certain level of career advancement, also termed as success. Academic achievement might also be considered as success. Having financial ability to afford whatever needed, also defined as success. Lack of confidence is a psychological barrier to success. So these are the some definitions of success. Now we will move to some contributing factors to success. At the very beginning, we can state that positive thinking is one of the contributing factors of success. Motivation and willpower also important factors. Determination, stamina, self improvement, interpersonal skills, social skills are also some contributing factors in success. Our confidence level plays very important role. Self-esteem, self-trust, diligence are also important factors for success. Our seriousness and self-discipline, patience are also important factors. Our experience and creativity are also important factors for success. Our intelligence and our calculated risk also important factors in success. Careful planning and perseverance is one of the most important factor, and it is also important to keep trying. So these are the some factors related with success. Now we will move to our next subtopic of the day. Our next subtopic is nature versus nurture. This is one of the most common topics. At first we will have some ideas related with nature. Nature refers to the genetic profile and hereditary factors that influence each person. Nature includes our characteristics, appearance, and overall short and long-term health profile. Nature has been proven to be an important factor in the development of mental health condition. Some people believe that our personalities are determined mainly by genetics. We inherit our abilities and talents from our parents. And at the end, we can tell that personality is a frequently cited example of heritable trait. Identical twins reared apart are far from similar in personality. So these are the arguments related with nature. Now we will look at some arguments related with nurture. At the very beginning, we can state that nurture refers to every environmental variable that impacts we grow up. Nurture includes the experience of our early childhood, how our parents raised us, who our friends were, and what the surrounding culture happened to be. Nurturing provides uncontrolled, unconditional love. By working hard, we can achieve any goal that we put our minds to. We can shape our own personalities. Our education and upbringing are more important. We develop according to the influence around us. Many successful people are self-made. And at the end, we can tell that our personalities and achievements depend more on nurture than nature. Now we'll move to our next subtopic of the day. Our next subtopic is the involvement of famous people in international aids. So there are some positive aspects of involving famous people in international aids. At the very beginning, we can state that famous people draw media attention wherever they go, which helps to highlight the aid organization and the problem. Charities or causes can be made more popular by celebrity involvement. We can take the example of Princess Diana, who championed the problem of landmines and brought the enormous international attention to an otherwise forgotten problem. Celebrities can bring any problem into people's sitting room, making the problem seem more real and less remote. Famous people's words often have more impact. They are able to influence people in different countries and cultures all over the world. People are more likely to give donation when they are called to action by their favorite actor or football star. Fans follow the work of their favorite stars and like to get involved in whatever they are doing. Famous voices calling people to action have more power and influence than someone the public have never heard of. And at the end, we can tell that, in other words, a familiar voice is often more trustworthy and more compelling than unknown one. But there are some negative aspects of involving famous people in international aids. Now we will look at some arguments against their involvement. At the very beginning, we can state that more media attention may be given to the famous person involvement than the actual aid organization and can draw attention away from the problem itself. Celebrity involvement can make the message shallow coming from a famous star who doesn't directly work with the charity. Using famous people to draw attention to particular global problems helps to promote world inequality, which should be avoided. If the famous person's image is damaged in the media for any particular reason, it could have repercussion on the charity and the problem. The charity becomes dependent on the famous person maintaining popularity, which can't always be guaranteed. Some people may put off the aid organization if they do not like that particular famous person. And at the end, we can tell that people may lose interest in a charity if the famous person stops their involvement. So these are the negative aspects of involving famous person in international aid. Now we will move to our next topic. Our next subtopic is competitions versus cooperation. At first, we will look at some ideas related with cooperation. Cooperative concepts are beneficial in school, work, play, in personal relationship. Children gain stronger bonds with parents, siblings, and playmates through cooperation. Competition makes it difficult to share our skills, experience, and resources. In cooperative setting, every person's role is important and valued. In cooperative situations, participants give encouragement and support of one another. Cooperativeness has been linked to greater learning, emotional maturity, and a strong personal identity. Cooperativeness creates an atmosphere for relaxation, healthy and playful fun. When students are working towards a common goal, academic work becomes an activity valued by peers. Students are motivated to help one another. Students who explain to one another strengthen their own learning. When students need to organize their thoughts in order to explain them to teammates. Cooperativeness greatly enhances their own understanding. Teammates can provide individual attention and assistance to one another. Collaborative study groups can assist us with exam preparation and better performance on tests. Children learn important cooperative social skills that they will need later in their working lives. Students can actually learn better when they also help each other. And at the end, we can tell that children who might be left behind in a more competitive environment can be brought up to speed up by their peers. So these are the ideas related with cooperation. Now we'll look at some ideas related with competitions. At the very beginning, we can state that competition drives us to learn at a faster rate and perform at a higher level. Competition teaches us to bring our best effort. Competition teaches us to manage our nerves. Competition teaches us to take risk. Competition teaches us to cope when things do not go our way. Competition helps us with goal setting. Competition teaches us to play by rules. Competition helps us to learn to win and lose with grace. And we can tell that competition is fun. Competition can build self esteem. Competition teaches commitment. Competition causes kids to perform better in school. Competition can make learning seem like a game, which makes the process more fun. Competition can get students more actively involved in the class. High performers and achievers that might otherwise be bored can become motivated through competition. Competition in teams can lead to better cooperation and sense of community. Some students thrive under pressure, which competition provides. Competition is a part of life, and learning to operate in a competitive environment is a valuable skill. Competition prepares kids for future real life situation. Competition develops important life skill like empathy. And at the end we can tell that competitions expands comfort zone. So these are the ideas related with the main ideas related with our today's topic. Surely these ideas will help you to get better preparation for your IELTS examination. Hope you will watch our upcoming videos and get updated with ideas necessary for your IELTS examination. If you like this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. You can like the channel on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.